very, very fast. They do have, you know, the Leshreck. They've also got the Venomancer. Lots of things going on. So, not sure if that's going to be enough time for this Terrorblade to come online. But they do have Mr. Jeans on his signature Viper. So, perhaps that'll be enough. But lately, I feel like Viper kind of falls flat.
It does a bit, yeah. It's very good at like being the annoying guy in the front of the fight when everyone focuses him, but it can definitely have some issues for sure. It's sometimes hard to force your opponents to fight into you if they just avoid you and farm rapidly. Then it kind of feels like, man, it sucks I'm playing Viper right now. But I don't know, maybe it's not going to be a problem. A lot of tangos picked up for Leshrac. He's got a whole pack in his backpack already, so he knows he's going to be taking a lot of damage, but he's still probably going to farm quite well, and he's definitely going to out jungle the Viper later on.
Do you see all the bounties set up against the Leshreck?
I did, yeah. I saw that right when I opened up.
Murderous. They want to take down Quinn so bad. Oh my gosh. But he's playing it cool. Look at him. Cool, calm, and collected. CCC.
Yeah.
No problem. He's not going to buy into any of that. So. You have a pause, though. Looks like maybe a connection hiccup or whatnot. But, gosh, I don't get that. I like it. It looks cool, right? The bird. But I don't understand why Necro would be a bird, especially a parakeet.
I don't know, but I do like the feather beard. That part's pretty cool. Do you like that part?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty creative. Would you have a feather beard? I know that happens to Alpha Kiss all the time in our D&D campaign. He grows a little beard of feathers.
If I was a bird, I guess yes. But the real question is it
as a person? Like, would you rock that?
Would I rock a feather beard like that I made out of bird feathers? No, that's weird.
All right,
Walking
well now I
down
know.
the street with a beard that I tied to my head with a string.
I don't know.
I'd wear
maybe
a face
as a costume?
mask that looked like flowers or looked like feathers.
Oh, so if we made you a face mask that had like a feather beard, would you wear it?
I am not guaranteeing this.
No. All right, fine. Be that way. No fun.
I gotta see what it looks like first.
All right, looks like everybody's back and ready to go.
I just saw two ugly, boring couriers.
Oh no, boring couriers.
Yep.
No. I want to open up Moxie's home for couriers to be adopted by pro players, for the ones that just don't ever use anything besides the donkey. I want to just take a bunch of couriers and be like, here, I will donate this courier to you, so you can help support the artists in the scene.
I guess so, yeah. Does it even support them anymore if you buy them on the Steam Marketplace and give them to somebody else? Probably not.
But they get to see their couriers in the game, all right? Oh, he hot peppered them. But they're going to slow down Argus. They've got the Arctic Burn. Not quite enough damage, though, because it looks like MSS made the moves on Kara. Kara made the moves on him one way or the other. So, trying to get that first blood, but not quite able to yet.
Well, it's not just that necessarily. It's that they also put TV at like half health. So it like takes him out of the lane for a little bit. Makes it a little bit hard for him to stabilize if he's worried about dying. Ooh, big snipe. That's a sentry. That means that the ward that MSS used to block the small camp is guaranteed. That's part of the reason that he was able to get the courier snipe, because he saw it coming a bit, but I assume. But good destruction there. Yeah, I think he did spot it just a bit there. He's able to get it.
This is gonna be a pretty uncomfortable lane down here with the gyro and the winter wyvern.
Uncomfortable in what way? What do you think?
I just mean because they've just got so much potential to like slow and then also put down damage. Like especially with Tiny, right? Like Desmar is gonna be trying to find any sort of openings, but needs to be careful because I mean look at this right here. They just open up, they've got a lot of damage, and already Necro's at half health.
Yeah, he does, but he'll get last hits and stuff like that. Like, it's not a great Necro lane by all means, but they do have a decent amount of burst and they have a decent amount of sustain, which is not bad. Quinn getting the slap in here. 2 points in his stun. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Argus very low.
Took some damage up here. Quinn getting dived here in the mid lane. Mid lane.
There it is. There. Mr. Jeez, he's trying to fight him. I don't think he's gonna be. Oh, he's got the stop. Turns back around. He's gonna outplay Quinn, but the fairy fire. Very, very.
And that last tower hit was a big deal too. It looked all fine until the salve came out, and then it was looking iffy. So more regen for Leshrac. He knows how to win this lane. Viper's going to do a great job harassing him, and all he needs to do is make sure that he doesn't feed in the laning stage and give them tactical advantage.
Just chipping away down here in the bottom lane. Valky playing it smart, staying within the creep wave every time. This feels a little worrisome to me, the fact that, you know, this is Mr. Jean's signature hero, like his best hero, and he's struggling against Quinn. This is a lane dominator.
Is he? I mean, he's actually equal last hits, and he's doing a great job zoning him from the creep wave.
I mean, he died, so that's some time that he wasn't in the lane, wasn't, you know, getting experience, wasn't farming.
But I mean, it seems like they're about equally leveled in last hits, so I don't think it's that big of a deal that he died. The net worth is going to be a little bit in Quinn's favor, I think, but he's at least doing something. He's not just sitting back.
Oh, I think this is a dead Terror Blade. Yeah, indeed it is, and that's a bounty claimed.
No, bounty was claimed on Quinn there. Big mistake. More regen for Quinn.
Get there in time.
He already ate another tango. It's full HP.
Oh, bottom lane. I don't know about this Dismar. He's gonna try to toss up into the air, get some more damage over onto UR, but they just don't have enough to take him down. He's gonna try though. Needs maybe a couple more hits. You are having to be a little bit careful. That Death Pulse did an amazing amount of damage. Ooh, they're trying. Oh, can he outrun? No.
The voice line was
perfect.
So
Lela's getting chased in the top lane by Kara as MSS finds a kill on Mr. Jeans in the mid lane with a good rotation. Magic missile over onto Lelis. I don't know what's happening, but yep. All right, Lelis is dead.
So basically what happened in the mid lane is that Viper was playing super aggressive and forcing Quinn to be away from the tower. Can we look at the mid tier 1 tower on the Radiant side? I want to see how much HP it has. It's actually taken a decent amount of damage because he's basically zoned Leshrac from being able to approach. And when you're playing in that location, it's really easy to get ganked. And I've been in games like that where your mid player is like, dude, can somebody please come mid? He's playing so aggressive and he's so easy to kill is what they're communicating. It's like, yeah, he's way out of position. You can pressure him.
Valky sitting very low. Only has that Fairy Fire and of course the Death Pulse to heal himself back up again, but you are going to be able to... Oh! Well, he grabs up the bounty rune, but does take a decent chunk of damage as he gets tossed right back in again, although Valky might need a little bit of assistance here. Got the Ghost Shroud. Gonna try to buy again some more time. Dismar looking for a toss behind the tower. I don't think it was quite off cooldown just yet. So Pexu and you are
Viper's
forcing
here.
back. Viper's here with the double damage. Oh, can we go back to the bottom lane? Bottom lane, please. And yeah, Pexu trying to push them back. Oh, the toss in though. It's a dead Pexu. Gyrocopter hiding in the trees, hoping that they don't show or go looking for him because he cannot deal with that. So a good rotation coming out from Mr. Jeans. He struggled a bit in that middle lane, but will be able to perform some ganks.
It looks like he's giving up on fighting against Leshrac, which is probably reasonable considering that Quinn is his 6 now. He's also gone a couple points of Edict here, which means he should be able to beat Viper in a 1v1 if they do fight to the death. This invis is huge though. Oh, he wants a solo kill.
He's gonna kill him.
He's gonna. Can we go
Tiny.
back?
He wants that really badly. Look at the positioning. He sees the courier too, getting ready.
He's moving so much.
Earth. Oh, there it is. There's the kill on Dismar. Toss back. Viper's gonna be rotating now. Quinn's courier does get taken down during all this. And it looks like we did lose MSS in the top lane, but he's gonna be really careful. Quinn's very powerful. Yeah, look at this. It's a double kill. It's gonna take down the Leshrac as well, but I think he's okay with it.
They got the bounty. I don't think it's too bad to die there on the streak because he's not giving experience to anybody when he dies. He gives them gold, obviously, but he got EXP first with the Viper kill, so I don't think he'll be too upset with himself.
It's like you say, you know, he died there, but it's really all right because it's going to be able to come back to lane with full health, full mana.
Don't mind if I do.
And he didn't give away that much. It's not too terrible. Pexi and Dismar playing peekaboo in the trees.
Yeah, he didn't want to have to use Arctic, whatever.
Burn.
Arctic burn, there we go. Arctic burn if he didn't need to, but small benefit there for the Tiny. Mid tower now dies because of that kill. Viper was walking back to the mid lane. Did he TP? Yeah, that's right. He TP'd when Quinn killed him, so that was another advantage he had. He killed him. Viper had to walk back instead of teleport, and he got the tower as a result. So that kill was even more worth it for Quinn. Really, really good read there by him.
Kara looking for a target with that magic missile. Tosses it in, but in comes Quinn. And down goes the Vengeful Spirit.
He was just jungling and that hero got in the way, that's all. Quinn is owning his game.
Just have to be careful because
so
Mr. Jean's coming in here with the Terror Blade. But he's so fast. Maybe Lelis. Maybe they can grab Lelis. This far's trying to grab it, but he uses his ultimate. Still very dead Hydralisk here in the top lane, but Argus does have to TP out.
Is he dead?
Down too much. He is actually dead. Oh no. Valky gets taken down as well. Dismar was trying to go in, and we just get a double kill now for Quinn. He is going to die this time again. He's taken down just a little bit. Oh, never mind. Pexu with the save. I believe he TP'd just so he could do that. And
I
the
can't
smoke
believe he
to
was
ensure
alive.
it. That was, I thought for sure.
I saw the animation on it. I was like, okay, it's gonna, or the icon. I was like, okay, it's gonna take one more time. He's dead. But it was pretty funny watching Tiny throw him onto the Viper. I don't think that's what Viper wanted necessarily. It did do a lot of damage to Quinn, but again, it's not a good trade. He needs to stay a little bit away. He needs to like keep the Leshrac out of at least Diabolic Edict range to be able to out trade there. Look at the net worth. This game is insane. We thought last game was a stomp. This one's going to be extremely, even more so, I think.
They're hunting Argus. They know he's here. There's only one place really that he can go, and look at this Quinn just hunting him down, chasing him. Burst. Yet another kill for Quinn over here. All right, Dismar, they're going to try to see if they can even up the score. Looks like he'll take a lot of damage. Not quite enough to survive this time around, but MSS, the toss back. A couple of these illusions. It's going to plink away. You are in the bottom, though, is getting chased after by Kara and Valky. I'm not convinced that they have the damage. But they have the scythe, so, you know. Oh, the wand charges. Nope, that's a see you later, nerds, if I've ever seen one. Uphill miscast. Although Dismar, okay, all right, Dismar, I see you. They want this kill, they're gonna get it. That one little skull. Boop, and a click.
Yeah, he was gonna die there. Could have gone edgy treads before one name, but it wasn't gonna make a big difference. The Death Pulse was gonna do like 250 damage, so.
Ooh. All right, they don't have any detection here from Mr. Jeans right now, so I snap up of that Viserin.
They do have the damage. If he could have told, you can basically figure out where Viper is by Diabolic Edict, even if they're in Vis. So could have been useful here. Viper going for a Blade Mail rush because otherwise there's no way he ever beats Leshrac in the 1v1 matchup. So, but like they're just getting outmaneuvered pretty consistently. 5k advantage at this point is insane. The most farms here is Viper. They do have kills, but like they haven't been getting very good farm in the meantime though. Like ganking Viper or Veno is a decent idea, but
I was just referring more to the fact that we have had just non-stop action this entire time. Double Gale hitting out, throws off the Poison Nova. He's just got all these little babies, his wards. He's hoping that the Poison Sting's gonna be enough to take down at least one of them. Dismar's ticking down. I don't think it's quite enough. Mr. Jean's a bit too tanky. So it was a good effort, but Quinn making his way top. Valky getting killed by MSS in the other lane. This is just a dead Mr. Jeans. You cannot run from Quinn.
Looks at the map and sees what's coming.
Just they're taking over all of this and they're starving them out. This is very, very difficult. They even have the Winter's Curse. Gonna go grab up two of these heroes. RGS trying to run away just with a nice avalanche. Get the steal right back again with the avalanche to get the kill on Dismar. MSS. That's gonna get taken down off on the side, but they managed to take down the Terror Blade, and that is the big one right there. Valky making rotations, got the Ghost Shroud up. You are just deciding he's gonna TP out. We'll use the Scythe. They've got a decent amount of damage here. Is forced to go and pop that wand. I think Yuar's dead, but Kara on the back lines will also fall. Mr. Jeans joining in, sees Pexu. Pexu's not gonna be able to fly away from this one, unfortunately for him.
I don't really blame Yoar for TPing there. Like, if he tries to run away, he's just going to get chased down and probably die anyways, and then the Reaper Scythe would probably kill him, and then he'd be dead longer. So, considering all the space that they're creating and how much they've pressured the enemy TB, I don't think this is that big of a deal. And Leshrac now is pretty safe having Yule Scepter is finished for him. And now he's going to be able to start buying tanky items. And he's going to be very, very difficult to kill for the enemy team.
Just looking at some of these net worths, Terrorblade is so far down. They have shut him down so hard. How do they find a safe place for him to farm, I guess is the question. Quincy Crew's doing that thing that they did in game #1 where they just ran all over the map and just kept murking people left and right.
Yeah, basically what's happening is they're getting lane advantages because they're playing better and maybe drafting better. And then after that, what's happening is they're turning that into easy ganks because they have lane advantage. It's going to force people out of lane. Then they're going to go to jungle and they can pretty easily predict where they're going to be. So it only takes like one or two, like a core and a support to go kill a TB in the early jungling stage. And more so than a lot of other carries as well, like because TB just doesn't have a defensive capability. So if he doesn't see it coming, he's just super easy to kill repeatedly. Well, now he's got Sunder, so it's a little bit easier, but his HP is still so low. Terrorblade is one of the worst strength gains in the game. So very easy for Quinn just to walk at him and say, like, go ahead, mess with me, give it a shot. Because he can always just do, like, Yules into Edict, into Split Earth, and just do a huge amount of damage in a short period of time. And that's why he's buying Boots of Travel as well. He's so far ahead that he's like, I literally don't have to worry about surviving. I'm just going to move around the map and constantly pressure the enemy heroes.
Yeah, he's super pesky. It feels like every time I look up, there is Quinn running at someone and getting a kill. So definitely a thorn in the side of G Pride, but they've got to find some way to recover here because right now it's feeling a bit bleak. A 6K net worth lead at about 13 minutes in.
Plague our enemies.
Did Lelis just write his name? Oh no, that wasn't him. You are writing Lelis on the minimap. All right.
See if they can defend this push. They do. He does have some plague wards to prevent. Very smart that he blocks that path actually, because it makes it hard for them to get behind the tower. It's one of the biggest scary things about defending this wave, defending this tower, is that people will just walk in behind you and initiate on you. D ward from Pexu as well, so they're just going to make this feel really safe now.
They all just left. They didn't want. You know, we talk about these plague wards being so strong. But it really is true, especially when you're behind. It's very difficult to make anything happen when you've got them. I said, oh, Quinn. I told you, every time we look at this guy, he's sitting and waiting to get a kill. Yeah, Valky, do you know what lurks in the shadows? Clearly not. He'll follow right up, and it's just too much damage. He can't survive this. Forces the TP. MSS, though, might fall for this. Cost of the nearby Dismar, though. There's a swab coming out right into Mr. Gene, so this should be a dead MSS at the very least.
Yeah, good rotation. But either way, Quinn basically doing the smart thing. At the higher level that you go, the more they anticipate where you're going to be. He hadn't shown on the top lane yet, but he knows, I think somebody is going to come here. And he just sits there patiently. Yes, he's not farming, but if his opponent does actually finally go for it, he gets a solo kill, then he gets to go back to farming. And for the rest of the game, they're going to play more scared because they're worried about whether or not those ganks are going to come. It just makes the game so much harder if, like, the one time you come out, you get punished on the map.
Got the Spirit Vessel completed for the Venomancer now, so be a good way to negate any sort of healing or whatnot. But smoke coming out from side Quincy Crew again, just doing that thing they do again. Just running at people. Mr. Jeans looks like he is going to be the target. He runs right into Quinn. The Viper Strike comes out. Quinn backing off a little bit. Winter's Curse will come in, though, hold Viper in place. Valky also making his way over, gets drawn in for like half a second. Pexu might be the one to fall here, but they do manage to go and grab up the bounty rune. Nice avalanche steal from MSS. Will slow down G-Pride. This is everyone and their mom chasing Quinn, chasing Pexu. Dismar sees a courier. He's gonna take down some of that vision. Pexu again left behind. They'll use the sight. They'll get the kill on the Winter Wyvern, but that's the position 5. They don't care. He already used his ultimate. It's fine.
And look what Quinn did now. I'm pushing. So it was not the best. Basically, they handled that really well, considering because he got Viper Striked, it was a little bit too hard for him to try to kill the Viper. So they made the right choice to run away. Even them getting Pexu was a little bit surprising to me. I felt like they had gotten everybody on the enemy team to rotate for that moment. And yeah, they get a tier 1 tower out of it, but gold towers from the gold that you get from towers is not nearly as high as it used to be. So in the meantime, Quincy just getting so much more out of the map.
Just sitting there staring at Dismar. You think he knows? He rolls into Split Earth. Typical stuff. It's gonna be difficult for Dismar, but Quinn actually not managing to get that kill just because there is a tower there. He'll respect it.
No, it was the catapult. When he got tossed back, it was like too much of a pain to chase him down the rest of the way. So if that catapult was dead, then that's a kill for sure. Tiny wouldn't have had a good solution. So let's see what they do in the meantime. Terrorblade has gotten a decent amount of space in the last couple of minutes. His net worth is creeping up a little bit more, but and yeah, like Gyro's not a very good counter against him, but Leshrac certainly is pretty effective, and even things like Winter Wyvern is going to be pretty good against the Terrorblade as well. I think that's one of the reasons they prioritize the hero this game.
Working on those different items. Kara checking Roche, making sure that they haven't decided to get in that pit just yet. Another double damage run for Coin here. My goodness. Agnum Scepter completed now for the Gyrocopter. That's good timing. So I think we'll see them start to get a bit more aggressive again.
Essence Ring as well. It's a really good Viper, or really good Lesh item. Because he's very good at doing a lot of AoE damage, so he's usually up in front, tanking basically. So having Essence Ring to cover him is gonna feel really nice.
Valky just kind of wandering around a little bit here.
He does seem to be doing confusing things. Drawing on the map, talking to his team most likely.
I just feel like they're at a little bit of a loss. 8k, well 7k net worth lead at around 18 minutes, but it's definitely difficult for the side over here. They do get a swap off though over onto MSS. They might go back in on this. I don't know. Looks like Gyro has decided he's just going to back off. They lost the Rubik. No need to force it right now. They're still in a good position.
Okay. So it looks like they're leaving Quinn in the weird areas of the map that are a little bit scarier, so he's going to continue pushing those out, running back and forth. There's the Essence Ring. He's super tanky now, and once he gets BKB, he basically can't die outside of 2 overwhelming Terrorblade damage. So he can basically do whatever he wants itemization for the next bit of the game. Nether Shawl's a really good grab actually for Quincy crew. Could be a really good item to have on Leshrac. More magic resistance against Necro, against Viper. It is not good against TB, but it's great against almost everybody else. So somebody's going to use that on Quincy, I'm sure.
Xy's just been sitting there for so long. Seems a bit odd.
Yeah.
Smoke coming out though from the side of G Pride. When Kara opening up with Magic Missile, but they do have the Yules. Are gonna run into the Avalanche Toss though, unfortunately. Quinn though, pretty tanky. It doesn't matter when you've got a Scythe. Had that Essence Ring, but when there are 3 heroes chasing after you, you're probably not gonna survive that.
First good gank they've done in a while, but very effective. They figured out basically that Lesh had been pushing mid and top lane. And this is one of the negatives of Quincy crew not getting anything done recently, is that it becomes easier for the enemy team to go on him here. This is why Pexu's been playing here. Too late though.
Still don't think he can save. Yeah. Yep, that Viper Strike too good, and plus the Blade Mail, very good against Gyro.
It's true. Yeah, I think it was a little bit slow in the missile there for Ywar, but casted it like 1 or 2 seconds later than I expected. But plenty of damage coming from Viper there. Kind of surprising he was able to get that kill, and it actually changes a lot. Look at the net worth difference now.
Yeah.
Viper's actually threatening the top net worth.
So should Quincy crew be putting on more pressure right now? It definitely felt like they had a commanding a lead earlier on. Now it feels a little, maybe they're playing a bit too much in some cases. Again, that Blade Mail, super good.
Yep. A little scary to commit to that one otherwise, until he gets BKB maybe. They definitely spent a lot of time over here at the secret shop area. I mean, I don't think Pexu's hiding in the trees was at all bad, because he was at a perfect place where he could fight to the left side and to the right side easily using Arctic Burn. So he was well positioned, but maybe they're a bit worried about taking fights now until they get BKBs. It could be something like that because Quinn is kind of close to BKB. You could say something like, hey, we have an advantage. Why would we take gambles on fights right now when we can probably just hold the advantage we have, get BKBs, and then go back to crushing them? But
that's true.
Unfortunately for them, G-Pride got some good ganks off, so maybe it wasn't worth it.
Did just notice too, you know, you're talking about the BKB being very, very important. They also pick up a pipe now, completed over on Lellis, which should help with a lot of that coming out at them. BKB just picked up for Quinn. Someone else just got another item too. I missed it though. But Quinn going in for the initiation. A nice follow-up though coming out from Dismar, but there's the BKB we talked about. It's just so much damage. The swap comes out. They're trying to keep Valky alive a little bit longer. Lellis is taking so much damage, and there's a Winter's Curse on the back line, holding down the Terrorblade, allowing them to be able to get the kill onto Dismar, get the kill on Kara. They'll lose Lellis, but Valky will get taken down. Yuar's trying to TP out, and can he do it fast enough? There was a lot of damage on him, but looks like he is going to be all right. Very, very close.
He bought a windlace there to keep himself alive. That was really close. I actually can't believe the fight went that well for Quincy crew. It was kind of like worst positioning possible when you walk up the cliff and break smoke at the same time and the enemy team is in position. Lestrak, the Tiny interrupted things a little bit, which made it okay. And then Quinn did a great job following after the Vengeful Spirit here when the swap came. Watch how fast he instantly changed targets. He basically just started running forward because he knew the swap was coming. But then the problem was TV's right there doing tons of damage to Quinn. So normally he'd be able to clean up the Necro there, but they were ready for it. Pexu bought some time and all, and they ended up killing a couple. If they would have lost UR here, it would have been significantly worse. So good on him. Oh, the huge save actually. So with the stun there from MSS in the last moment to stop one more hit. That probably would have guaranteed the Gyro died before that TP out. So good damage control from Quincy crew.
The sports did a really good job on Quincy crew too. If they didn't have that Winter's Curse on the back line just to hold the Terrorblade in place, things would have gone so much worse. But we'll be able to go find Kara.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Get a quick pick off here, do some dewarding. And they're still going after this bottom tower. They still haven't taken it yet on the side of G-Pride.
Oh, they scan for him though. They see him. They're running to see if they can catch the Viper. And yeah, he played greedy.
They've got him.
I don't know if they can kill him though.
It's gonna be hard with Dismar here. Like drop the break though. I don't think they realize. Can they go back in? All right, here comes Yuar. He'll be able to clean up, get the kill. Lellis walking away, and Dismar will go down along with Mr. Jeans.
Being able to get Nether Toxin was by far the biggest part. Took away all of his magic resistance against a Rubik, who does a lot of magic, and a Venomancer, who does a lot of magic. And he tried to kill Venomancer, who has a pipe and the Nether Shawl. So his magic resistance is like 65% or something insane like that. So he's easily able to tank the Viper damage, and a really nice gank there. Like that's what's also really cool about what Quincy's doing. They put these ganks together in so many cool ways.
You are? Okay.
That looked bad.
I thought he was going to get scythed. I thought that they were going to follow up.
The rocket buff. That's what that was. The homing missile came out so fast. All right, now he's got BKB, so
yeah.
Less scary.
This is go time, right?
It can be, yeah. They could force more dangerous objectives. They could do Roches, for example. They could do tier 2 tower here, maybe.
Quinn.
Trying to start.
Oh, he's trying to dodge that magic missile, but swap comes out. I'm not sure exactly what was going on there, but you has to be careful. There's so much damage coming out from the Terrorblade. No, he's still alive. The illusion did turn to his attention down the back line, so they will end up losing Pexu. Lellis getting clicked down. The force staff from Mr. Jeans. It's going to slow him out. Should be able to take down Venomancers. The rest of the team forced to retreat. Oh my god, how did...
The Glimmer. That was MSS using Glimmer on Gyro. It dodged, it disjointed the last attack that would have killed him. TB is still so scary this game, actually, because none of their cores really deal very good with him. And there's so much frontline between like Necro and Viper that like as long as G-Pride is positioned okay, the fights are always going to start a little slow for Quincy crew because they have a lot more AoE than they have burst generally. So they have to like fight through these tanky guys, and in the meantime TB is just doing tons of physical damage from a safe distance.
Well, Quinn going in for a quick candy pickoff here. Does have to be careful though. There is the Terrorblade nearby, but I believe he has the meta up this time around as the middle tower goes down. Your Jeans? No, it looks like they're not gonna collapse on him or Dismar.
I was thinking they might do that too. but did not feel comfortable, I guess. They got their kill. That is going to be enough. Leshrac probably going to build towards Shivas at some point, I think. I assume is what he's working on. No, going to go Lincoln Sphere. Okay. So wants Reaper Scythe protection, swap protection, Sunder protection.
See you later.
Would have thought he would have done armor, but this will be good too. So Viper Strike. There's actually so many abilities that it's going to block.
Definitely worth it.
The regen will be really nice too.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I guess they feel strong knowing the fact that, you know, they have the Winter's Curse. They've got good AoE in this pit.
Yeah.
It does feel a little surprising that they'll go in without getting any sort of a pick off, and they don't have the best vision, but...
Meta got used, I think, is why. If we clicked on the Terrorblade, I think he used it in the last fight, if I'm not... If we look at TB. Yeah, it's on cooldown. He doesn't have meta. So that's why they went for this. Because they know that TB can't fight right now. Like, TB is garbage against Leshrac without meta. When it's got meta, it's scary, but without meta, like, there's no way they can engage. So the fact that they only got like 1 or 2 kills, then they picked off the Venge, that gave them more than enough of an opening to go for Rush. And now they're going to try to force a fight with it.
They have to know, right? There's no way that they show bottom and no. All right. Well, they'll find Valky. This will be a good pick off. Got plenty of damage.
Wow.
No pesky scythe to have to worry about.
Made him look squishy.
Oh,
Quinn
Mr.
wrapping around.
Jeans? Quinn? Turns back around. Like, oh yeah. No, definitely was not. Definitely was not. Does have to wait out that blade mail though. And as far as TPing in right now too. So there's the Viper Strike getting used. Lelis following up. Nice force step onto the high ground though.
Not terrible. Felt like Quinn was messing with them a little bit. I don't know if you guys felt like that, but just stood there. It's like, go ahead, use blade mail. I'm on to you. Wow, what a slow Roshan kill.
They're taking their time.
They're doing a really good job pressuring though. Their net worths are still really high. Obviously, the TB is still doing really good. I'm genuinely surprised Viper's net worth has been consistently this high, considering how the laning stage went. But he's farming well.
Yeah,
11k gold advantage though. Yeah, yes. So the big gold separation is coming from the Rubik has way more gold than basically both supports on the Quincy Crew side have way more net worth than their opponents, most likely because they're just dying less, and also the Venos just outperforming against the Necrophos. So, and now Blink Dagger coming in. MSS has 3 items. He's very farmed for a 4 position at this point. After he finishes Lincoln's on Leshrac, probably we'll finally see the Shivas coming out. He does need an armor item. Shivas is pretty good. It's not like armor alone is usually not enough to like make a TB not feel like a big deal, but it'll go a long ways to making him feel more effective.
Whenever that meta's... Oh, okay. All right. Kara probably trying to do some warding, I'm assuming.
Yeah, or pushing out a side lane or something like that.
Now he's slowed over here from thanks to the steal. Thrown a little bit more poison. Man, this Hurricane Pike has paid off in spades. A call down getting used though. On the break, toss up into the air. That's going to be the Aegis taken down. This is not looking good for Valky though. He's taking a lot of damage. Lelis has that Glimmer Cape, but they still have vision on him. Lelis will be next to fall as you are forced to run away. They pop the Metamorphosis. And it feels like they just want to dodge the fight.
It's really good for G-Prod. Kind of a really weird place for Quincy to fight that. I'm really surprised War did the call down. I'm surprised he stood there and fought a little bit more. It was kind of bizarre, but didn't anticipate the burst damage from Tiny, clearly. Now with meta being used though.
Got the BKB, there's the pickup. They're gonna try to hold him in place so he can't get the Thunder off, and they'll be able to do it. There's no buyback now over here on this Terrorblade. The swap comes out from Kara, buys a little bit more time. She's going to be the next sacrificial lamb. As now, Quinn trying to catch this pesky Viper. Dismar though, he's trying to toss him away. Does not want to be here any longer. I do not believe he survives this. In fact, nope, you are wicked sick. They do manage to save Mr. G.
And it might not seem like a big deal, but they actually have pretty good chain stuns against the TB, who's that out of position. He needed Venge behind him or something like that after the first stun to prevent the chain stun there. And they just didn't have it, so he gets completely crushed, not anticipating the whole enemy team to be there.
I can't tell if Kara's positioning was just really, like, if he was out of position or not, because I feel like, you know, they have been pretty neck and neck next to each other all the time, the Terrorblade and the Venge. But they definitely took him out first, knowing that that was a safety net.
Yeah. Avenge was dead previously from when Lesh killed him in the Radiant jungle, but yeah, who knows? Maybe they saw something. Maybe they saw Avenge somewhere else on the map. Maybe they saw Necro somewhere else on the map. They wanted to see if somebody would come forward. There could be a lot of small things. It could just be intuition. A lot of some things that could have contributed.
See you later,
And there's the plate mail finally for Lesh. So now his items look really sick, actually. Crimson Guard as well, very good against illusions. Very good against minus armor, coming from Venge too. Damage block counters minus armor a decent amount. But it'll make the TB feel a lot less effective, that's for sure.
Yeah, they've itemized very, very well on the side of Quincy crew in response and having to deal with even, you know, that blade mail was a thorn in the side of the gyrocopter and the Leshrac, but is taking these fights very intelligently. Smoke coming out though.
Dire's middle tower.
Venom is not here.
Has the illusion. Oh,
You
look
are
at this
broke.
smart. Look at his positioning. He's gonna go. He breaks the smoke, protecting Argis. Although Argis is just walking right on out. Still see you are. Sir Jeans hoping maybe they can pincer around the corner. They'll open up. Yule's coming out from Quinn. Held up with a nice split earth. The illusions dragging back.
We got a swap.
Okay, yep. Lelis spots Kara. This is your position 5 again going down.
This is a big kill.
If you've saved other heroes, I think that's worth it. Definitely not. Oh no. This feels very, very bad. Terrorblade getting held to place. Dismar though coming through, but they have the BKB, so it doesn't matter. That avalanche means nothing to them as they take them both down. Buyback coming out from Dismar. Valky is dead. Another buyback. Oh, Mr. Jeans, where's your core staff to save you now? Not going to work. So
Their damage is so high all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, there's a little friendly high five and some football over on the side too, you know?
While auto-attacking the tower.
Yeah.
I mean, it's genuinely the best thing. Look, he's legitimately slowing Venomancer down.
I think Lelis is just a friendly individual as well, but all right, that's illegal. Guys, friendship, hello? Kara, gonna swap again, gonna die again. It's still a dead Valky.
That's the swaps that they really needed earlier when they finally... There was like a couple crucial fights there where like TB had tons of net worth, but they literally just crushed him with 2 or 3 stuns that were un-BKB-able because it was like a Rubik lift or a Yule's into a stun. You could BKB that, but man, what a crushing by Quincy. Quinn really showed